I'm here. Give me a sec. Don't look at me like that. I know it's all timing, right? I had to get out the tweet.
That was the Jim Rome pause. You've perfected
That's exactly
it.
right.
Well done. Well done.
Let's see here. Let me pin this. And then
And
Dave, the Big Play Reflog Show is brought to you by Shacknews.com. Shack News is the place to be for all your gaming guides, walkthroughs, reviews, interviews, and news. Like with their newest articles showing how you can get a Microsoft Flight Simulator mod where there is a large ship blocking the Suez Canal. And don't forget, not anymore though. And don't forget to check out their brand new Shack News Reader. The Reader will allow you to create a personalized feed of all your favorite YouTube channels, websites, and subreddits. All this pairs perfectly with their Shack News Cortex, where you can post your own articles and get involved in the gaming community right on their site. From video game tournaments to Twitch streams, they do it all at Shack News. And speaking of Twitch streams, be sure to subscribe to their channel on Twitch to see the newest games as well as some great throwbacks. So if you're a gamer, Shack News is the site for you. Check them out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at the handle @ShackNews and @ShackNews.com.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
Yeah.
What is wrong?
I don't know. I ain't no goddamn doctor.
Cut back by Chubb. He's to the 10. He's still running to the 5. He dips outside left. He's doing it. Touchdown. Away. Back to goal. Reflog. It's duck call for backward. Boom shakalaka.
welcome to the Big Play Reflog Show. Today is Monday, March 29th, 2021. Almost into April. I am your host, Big Play Dave, alongside the coach, Mr. Chris McNeil. How are you, my friend?
That's right. Baseball started up for my son, so I'm doing some coaching there. We got the Indians starting up this week.
Woo!
Spring is coming. You wouldn't know it by the weather, kind of up and down, but spring is coming, Dave.
That is right. And the super talented Gabriela Cruz back on the show, back to back. We are lucky. How are you?
Back to back, baby. Good. I am getting ready for baseball myself.
You are. So you're going to be back down at the ballpark. Is that right?
Yep. You will see me back at home. It'll be a little different this year, definitely. But I'm excited just to be back at the ballpark. And I know the fans will be too.
Virtual
I'll be
hugs.
excited to see you back at the ballpark too, Gab.
Yes. Yes, I hope so.
They will. You know they will. Get out of here.
You know it. Come on, the fans love you. Anymore, some of the games, they're coming for you more than they are the action on the field.
Sad though, because I don't know that I'll have as much interaction this year just because of the way COVID, like they're really cautious so far. So we'll start out the season and I won't be able to like hug or high five people, which I realize in going back through all my tribe footage, I would be a huge COVID liability.
You're like a vector. Yeah, you're a walking
Yeah.
vector out there, basically. What they
Yeah.
need is like, you know how they have a bullpen cart, or they used to have a bullpen cart? They need like a Pope mobile for you. A bullpen cart / Pope mobile. They could be the Gab mobile. They could go around the stadiums.
We could go
Yeah.
Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy. Yeah.
Let's look at we'll go on Amazon after the show and look at bubbles.
That's fair. Okay.
All right, we got a packed show. So for tonight on the show, we're kicking it off with Power Rank Monday. We got Easter right around the corner. Our top 3 favorite Easter candies. We'll see how that goes. Then we have our featured interview, fingers crossed, with Indians starting pitcher Zach Plesac joining the show hopefully this week. We're 0 for 1.
I thought it was Easter, not Groundhog Day, but
Could have
Seems
displayed
familiar.
the beginning of last show, but that's all right. So hopefully we'll be talking to him about spring ball. And this is his first full season with the Indians starting. So we'll definitely talk to him about that. And then we will get into Cleveland sports headlines presented by Total Sports Enterprises Cleveland, TSE Cleveland. They're going to help us give away a Joel Bitonio signed autographed jersey.
That's a fine item.
That's
right
a good
there.
one. We're giving all the linemen away.
Yeah.
All the big boys.
A lot of love in the trenches. Hell, they're a big part of what we do.
Heck
man.
yeah, they are.
I tell you what, especially last year.
Yeah, absolutely right. And then we'll wrap up after that. We're going to go Indians heavy there. So opening day, right around the corner. Talk about those Indians. And then we will wrap up with the best and worst tweets of the week. Let's kick it off with some Power Rank Monday.
It's time for Power Rank Monday.
All right, this week's Power Rank is brought to you by the Big Play Store, your top source for Cleveland apparel. Take 15% off your order by using the promo code REFLOG to snag the top Cleveland t-shirt designs out there today. Check out the Big Play Store now on Twitter and gear up for when it's time to start heading to the ballpark and stadium or to the NFL draft. Get the best designs for the tailgate or for your couch. 15% off everything online, promo code REFLOG.
Nailed it. Pros Pro. All right, Easter is 6 days away. The candy is out in full force. So we are going to power rank our favorite Easter candies. Full disclosure, I'm not a huge sweets guy. I like eating, I like more carbs, more steak, potatoes type of guy. So
Okay, savory.
yeah, this is my list, but here's my number 3.
Ding. Dave, you just got a shout out here on Twitter
Why?
from GV Art. Is that a GV Art shirt you're wearing?
Oh yeah, man, the Jake. And look at this, by the way. So the middle of it, the diamond is green, which isn't great for our show, but it's like
You got a hole through your chest.
look at that. It's an interactive shirt. Love it. Go check them out, GV Art. Awesome shirts. This is the Jake shirt.
Love it.
Still called the Jake. All right, number 3. Hershey eggs, just the standard milk chocolate eggs, the little ones.
Okay, that's pretty vanilla. of
Pretty
you, but
standard.
okay.
We'll move on, Gab.
Wow, too boring for Gab. Keep her away.
I feel like
Keep her
Gab's
away.
real excited about this list. My number
Yeah,
2,
for sure.
Reese peanut butter eggs.
Yeah.
Are we moving up?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
You approve?
Peanut butter chocolate, you can't go wrong.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
Gab? I mean, come
That's
on.
pretty
You
good.
can't complain about that.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm nervous to do my number 1 for Gab.
We'll allow it. Oh my God.
All right. This isn't even, I don't know if this is an Easter candy, but we had them up in the cupboard. I just had one before the show. Rolos.
Every grandma has a. I feel
No,
like
you're thinking,
Rolo.
no, that's Werther's.
Werther's,
Yeah,
yeah, but
Werther's.
Rolos too, I swear. And
yeah.
they're like
No.
old, they're stale a little bit always.
Oh, they're so good. It's
If
just,
they're individually wrapped in kind of the pastel colors, then it's an Easter candy. Otherwise, you're just talking about Rolos, regular Rolos.
all right. Well, if someone happens to put them in an egg, it's an Easter candy.
Yeah. Now, if you get a pack of Rolos from the store, you've got to eat the whole thing yourself, right? You know, if you get the log of Rolos.
This is, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is, we
Yeah.
got a family size going on here.
Okay.
So,
So you had a bag of Rolos.
I had a bag of Rolos.
Very nice.
Number 1, Easter
Must be
candy.
nice. In this economy,
Very blessed. Chris, what do you got? Top 3.
my number 3. I was looking over you guys' list, and I just felt there wasn't enough love for Peeps. I mean, come on,
Ugh.
marshmallow.
Oh,
That's pretty much it.
Those are
We should do a
disgusting.
we should do a poll to see like where
Are you
people
anti
are.
Peeps? Are you guys both anti Peeps?
I'm not a peeper.
I'm not
no.
pro
Not a
peep.
peeper? Come
No.
on.
No.
And they've got range nowadays. I
They
mean,
do.
back when we were born, you know, Peeps, they didn't have much range. Peeps were just an Easter thing. Now Peeps are Valentine's Day. They're Christmas trees. I mean, Peeps are all over the place.
The flavors are booming these days too. They have like a Fruit Loops version. They have all different spin-off versions, but no matter where you put it, it's a Peep and it is disgusting.
Oh, wow. Peep hate. Dave, do you share in this Peep hate?
I do. They all taste the same, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're no.
I mean,
they're
except
no
for the ones
good.
that aren't supposed to taste the
No,
same.
they're
I
no
mean, if you
good.
buy a Peep that's a Christmas tree standard Peep versus your regular Peep, then yes, they all taste like sugar. That's it.
Yeah, no, those are really gross.
Oh, wow.
Was
Okay.
that what number was that? That was all right. 3. All right, that's
That was
fair.
number 3.
All right,
I
fair.
brought it up more because I felt that we need to have that discussion around Peeps. You can't have an Easter candy discussion without at least alluding to Peeps in some form, right?
You're really doing this just because now Peeps is going to send you a box of Peeps.
That's right. That's exactly what I want. Is a
Now,
big old
Chris,
box of Peeps.
We'll make sure
Here's
to at them.
Hey, last week I mentioned Quaker Steak and Lube. Boom. T-shirt. Quaker Steak and Lube that's apparently on the way. I haven't seen it yet, but I will plug it once it comes in, I assure you.
Already did.
That's right. Even more than that. And Peeps, man, I'll be plugging
Oh,
Peeps all year long if I get a big old care package.
Do you eat your Peeps? Do you like let them dry out and get stale, kind
No,
of?
Those are
Oh.
Okay.
gross Peeps.
All right,
No,
some
they got to
people
be
do that.
fresh Peeps. Yeah, you got to do it fresh. My number 2.
Yeah, boy.
Bing.
Dave, same as yours. Reese's peanut butter eggs.
Yeah, it can't
Just
beat it.
fantastic. My number 1. Reese's Pieces. They just even taste better when they're in that little carrot bag. I just love them coming out of that carrot bag, man. I can't rip those
Yeah.
things open fast enough and eat those Reese's Pieces. I love Reese's Pieces. They're my favorite candy anyway. And then there's something special about Easter and Reese's Pieces. So that is my number 1.
Is that your go-to Blizzard?
Yeah, it is.
Same,
Yeah, it is
same.
for sure.
That and Butterfinger.
You
Yeah.
get vanilla ice cream with your Blizzard or chocolate?
Vanilla.
I got chocolate. I don't know, a month ago when we got it on Uber Eats delivered. I was so mad. Why would you ever get a chocolate Blizzard?
Why would you not? If it's an
Oh,
option.
God! Oh, God!
No, you can't do
Your
chocolate.
Peeps commentary just out the window, Gab.
You gotta
Chocolate
go,
Blizzards.
If it's an option, you gotta chocolate all the way.
So if you go to Wendy's, then do you get a vanilla frosty?
I
Just to be
don't.
different? Okay, you stick with the chocolate frosty.
Gab,
Yeah.
now let me ask you this: if
You're
you
traditional at Wendy's, but you're anti-tradition when you get to Dairy Queen.
Yeah, because mhm.
Yeah. Right?
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I see the work
chocolate
into it.
milkshake. Do you like with chocolate ice cream or with vanilla ice cream and chocolate sauce?
Okay, the chocolate milkshake. I don't love milkshakes because there's something weird. I feel like I'm eating ice cream soup. Like I would never eat the ice cream if it melted, you know? So there's something
Really?
psychological where I don't want to drink it either.
Wow.
You don't like milkshakes?
But if I had to drink a milkshake, it would be a chocolate one, like straight up chocolate.
What is wrong with
Really?
you?
I don't
Yeah,
know. Like
milkshakes
couldn't
are
figure that out.
delicious.
So-
Uh-oh. I
But
missed
tell
that.
me that
last
doesn't
time.
like kind of make sense.
You cut out for a sec there, Gab. What'd you say?
Oh, I said, but tell me it doesn't kind of make sense, you know, like.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope.
Like
crickets in this segment, Gab.
kind of makes sense that you don't like. How do you not like a milkshake? Are you not American?
Well, okay.
I mean, come on.
I like smoothies though.
See?
But
It's
yeah,
the
I agree.
Same
You know what?
consistency.
Wait, I will
a
say
smoothie
this.
is the same consistency.
Can someone tell me the difference between a milkshake and a malt? Because I actually really like malts.
You guys keep talking. I'm gonna grab Zach.
That's a good idea. We're going to bring a guest into this. We're going to ask whether he likes milkshakes or
What
not.
am I doing? Hold
Whether
on.
he's a true American who likes milkshakes, likes some vanilla in his Blizzard, chocolate in his Frosty. Unlike you, Gab. I guess you like the chocolate and the Frosty.
Yeah, it's good.
You're
stuff.
clean on that. I just can't go. You can't go Oppo. Can't go Oppo on the Blizzard. I can't follow you there.
Really? I didn't realize it was that groundbreaking, controversial, you know?
It really is. It really is. You can't.
Do you do malts though? Like what is a malt versus a milkshake?
I can't think of the last time I had an opportunity to have a malt.
Bearden's in Rocky River.
Oh,
our
it's so
listeners
good.
will
Oh, there
know what
he
I'm
is.
talking about.
Yeah. So you have to be in one of those kind of old timey places to be able to do a malt. Like down in Zanesville, they've got Tom's Ice Cream Bowl. They have good malts there.
All right, I'm gonna cut off the malt conversation if you don't mind.
Why?
Because we're gonna talk some Indians baseball
Oh,
with starting pitcher Zach Plesac. Let's get this going. We will be back in. Chris, are you gonna time me?
31 seconds, Dave.
Oh my God, that's a lot of pressure. In 31 seconds, we'll be right back with Zach Plesac. Alrighty, on the line, we've got Indians starting pitcher, future ace, Mr. Zach Plesac joining the show. Zach, welcome to the Big Play Reflux Show, man. How are you?
Yo, man, thanks for having me. I'm doing well. Hanging out, pitched today, so it's a really relaxed evening tonight.
Very cool, very cool. How'd it feel out there today?
It was nice, man. 80 degrees, felt good. You know, smooth the ball in and out. I think I'm facing KC in one of my upcoming starts, so it was cool to see that lineup. They got some new faces in there. Saul Benintendi, Carlos Santana, faced up against him. Yeah, it was a good time.
I was going to ask you about that. So you went head-to-head with Santana today. You struck him out on the first appearance. What was it like seeing him walk to the plate, your old former teammate? I mean, Cleveland staple here, Santana, Slamtana. What was that like? Was it weird?
Yeah, it was different for sure. I mean, he looks good, whatever jersey he's wearing. He's smooth, but yeah, man, it was cool just to see him swing and taking good cuts. He's going to be a big piece for them. I mean, he's a blessing for us. So, yeah, it was really cool to face up against him. I never got to throw against him in camp ever. And I always wondered what it'd be like, because he'd be hitting off the best hitters in the league, you know, and he'd be the one to come up in the clutch and make a big hit a home run in a timely fashion. So it was just cool to actually face up with him.
That's very cool. Did he give you a wink after you hit a home run?
Yeah, no, I didn't even look for it. I
Get the runs out of the way in spring ball.
Oh, but yeah.
So, Zach, what's it been like for you? Because, I mean, this is going to be your first full year with the Indians, starting pitcher, opening day, you know, on the starting roster. What'd you kind of learn from spring ball since it's kind of wrapping up here, heading into your first full season?
It's really just getting an idea of hitters you face. You know, you kind of build your routine up, get ready for a full season. You kind of get ready to lay the foundation to be able to pitch. For me, you know, I'm upwards as a goal of 200 innings this year. I want to establish my pitch count, making sure I'm getting through those innings. You know, you don't want to have to roll innings. You want to make sure that all your pitches are feeling good. And really the last piece that comes together is how you sequence your pitches, you know, and what's your attack plan, what's your game plan? Like, what are you looking to accomplish when a guy steps in the box? Power hitter, speed guy with the long swing, short swing. So it's like the final part is making adjustments in the games. But, you know, really spring is just for finding your lock, you know, and making sure you know what weapons you have taking you to battle for this next 180 games.
Mandy Bell came out today in an article. She said, bold prediction, there's going to be 3 pitchers on the Indians roster, 200 plus innings for the year. You guys think you can do that? It would be the first time since 1999.
First time for the Indians or for an MLB?
I think for the Indians. I think it was like
Okay.
Charles Nagy, I think it was Bartolo Colon and
Wow.
one other guy. I can't remember.
Yeah, that would be cool, man. I know we're all capable of doing it, man. It's going to take a lot of push. That's what people think, starting pitchers. You think you got 4 rest days? No, it's in between these days. You're working as hard as anyone, just to make sure you're ready for that 5th day. That's war day, then you got to sit on 4 days and just strictly work. You're never kicking it back. You're never just kind of relaxing. It's always maybe the day before you make sure all that recovery stuff is feeling good and your body's right. But, at the same time, you're locked into those other games your boys are throwing, and you're making sure you're laying down good routines and a good base for going into your next start.
Zach, if you had to bat 1 inning, who do you think you could get a hit off of, Bieber or Karinchak?
Oh.
Honestly, I would swing at just heaters, and if he a heater, I could take it. I don't know if Bieber throws that curveball, I can hit that. I'd probably lay a bunt down on Bieber. Yeah, we'd be in a good spot.
No Karinchak. No Wild Thing.
Yeah, that's actually the most terrifying thing. Thinking about stepping in a box with Karinchak. I had to tell myself I could get it right there, if you could tell. I don't know if that would be the case, but I had to tell myself that would be terrifying. He throws those hooks at your face and they drop down for a strike. Then you have no idea where the zone is. You just saw the ball that looked like it was about to go over your head, and now it's back in the plate. It's like, now what?
Is he as wiry for you guys, practicing as he is what seems to be when he goes out there? Is that his?
He's got the mentality you need for closing pitcher. You need a guy that's going to go up there fearless. Don't care what you guys think of me. Don't care what the batter in the box has going on. I'm going to come up there and do whatever you got to do to get the guy out, and that's literally what you need. So, teach his own, but at the same time, that's why he's as good as he is. He's stricken out, I think, 17 of his 21 outs this spring or something ridiculous. So, he's a dog, He's, real deal.
So,
Chris is quiet.
Yeah. So Zach, it obviously it's been a while since I know there's fans at spring ball. Not a ton though. What's it going to be like coming back to Cleveland for opening day, seeing a decent amount of fans in the ballpark? What's it going to feel like for you?
Crazy exciting. That just to have fans in general being super exciting. There's a lot of new guys on the team that are going to be excited to play in Cleveland. There's a lot of hype, really. It's just a young, energetic group we have. And I know I'm not really sure how many fans are allowed in the Progressive, but they're different, I think, at every stadium, because I know the restrictions are bouncing all over the place. But it'll be cool to see anybody,
Yeah, Gab, you work there. How many are being let in? Do you know? Isn't it 10,000 or something like
30%?
that?
Isn't it? Yeah, I forget the thousands that it was, but it is. It's 30%, and I'm not a math major, so I'm not here to do any of that.
That's enough to hear a cheer.
That would be does it fit 30,000 people or more?
So it's reduced over the years.
So 10,000.
Yeah, I think it's 10,000.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Look at us doing math.
According to my calculations.
I think in spring training, those fields fit 8,000. And when they're filled up, they don't even let us – they're not filling up those stands this spring. And with however many percentage they have, it looks pretty filled. So I'm thinking Cleveland's going to look packed from what it looked like last year. That's for sure. Anything is good.
Heck yeah.
Good. Yeah.
We also got a cold day on Thursday. It's supposed to be 33 and windy. Is it tougher for pitchers or batters in the cold, you think?
I guess it depends on who's more of a dog or not, Some hitters go up there and they'll go up with gear on and batting gloves. They'll get a hit. Some dudes go up there in a T-shirt, but they'll feel, I'm in a T-shirt, cold's nothing, and they'll go up there and get hits. And there's pitchers with the same mentality. Guys are going to throw out their hands more, make pitches down in the zone so they can't get barrel on things. You don't want to put anything up over the plate and make people feel comfortable when it's cold and windy. But you got to do what you got. There's heaters and those stay warm, and there's all types of stuff you can wear. But it really just depends who's who thinks they're cold or not.
So are you going to be cold or not?
He's a dog.
I don't really get cold, you know what I'm saying? I don't think cold's when like your life's on the line and you're standing in the middle of the field. So like, I don't know. I'll probably wear the same thing I'll wear every other game during that cold. And then it's the main part is like when you're not on the mound, how you're staying warm. Because like when you're out there, you're not cold.
Yeah.
But like when you're in the dugout, what are you doing to stay warm? Because if you're chilling and you get cold, you only got 8 pitches to get warm. And with a hitter, you know, you got to move around in the field if you're gonna, you know, not want to be cold sometimes too. But for a pitcher specifically, when you take the mound, you usually don't feel nothing except like passion. But you know, for sure.
Nice.
I feel that.
So what is it about, like, I mean, we're obviously fans of the Indians for quite some time, and you know, whether it's we make a trade and people are mad for a little bit or what have you, it seems like the Indians bullpen starting rotation always comes out extremely, extremely strong, one of the best in baseball every year, no matter what the team does. What is it about the Indians organization that allows that to happen?
Man, it's a good question. There's some smart people that work for the Indians, I'll have to say. That's got to be the case. The culture was made just even from World Series team, you know, like the guys who were veterans who created this culture of discipline and taught the younger guys how to be a big leaguer. And like, it was a different time than now. You're starting to see a lot of like young breakthrough players who are trying to, you know, become superstars or whatever. It's before the culture that was built through these veterans is a different type of big leaguer. You know, you don't typically think about coming up to the big leagues and feeling comfortable because usually you're the new guy and you got to learn all the ways, and the guys are usually, they're the big leaguers, you know? So it's like a whole different feel now. There's young guys, there's breakthrough players. And, you know, now I can just look back. What was it? They had 4 All-Stars on that starting rotation with Carrasco, you know, Uber, they had Salazar, they had Bauer, and then Clev broke through with that rotation, Josh Tomlin, and that just started that. Then next thing you know, you're bringing up Shane Bieber, and he's breaking through what he broke through to get to the league, and then he comes up first at bat, hits a double. You're like, all right, what's going on over in Cleveland? And then it's like you know, and then next thing you know, the culture just, you know, starts to shift. And then I bet there's a period of where it gets to like the apex where the veterans build a culture together, you know, that doesn't just like happen. It's usually guys who probably played together for some time, built a culture, and then they kind of lay down the foundation. And usually at that point, those guys are usually at their best in their career as they're all, you know, grown together, now playing together as veterans, and they become the All-Stars, you know? And so, and then the guys who start breaking through is like the recycle, you know, and then it's like they become that one day, hopefully. Some guys get shuffled in and out, but, you know, then it's like, then you build a culture, and then you have these other young guys who you've seen before, you know, but like never played with, you know, and they're just younger than you, and you kind of understand how the game flows and how it works in the clubhouse, on the field, different rules that you guys do to be good, you know. You can't be doing that stuff if you're not good, you know? So it's things that you do that like kind of bring the team together to make the team better for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Who's someone on this roster, maybe in, you know, last year, or someone in spring ball this year that you've kind of looked up to, or I don't know, that you've connected to on the team to kind of help your career?
Yeah, just, I mean, starting with my coordinators, man, like Ruben Niebla and guys like Carl, you know, and guys, my pitching coach, I mean, Berto Perez, he's someone you just admire, you know. Austin Hedges, another catcher, like they're so smart. It's crazy. Catchers get overlooked, I feel like, because dude, they bring so much. They're literally on every play of the game, and they're the quarterback, really, you know, if you think about it, or the center that plays quarterback too, but doesn't really like do backflips and stuff. Like, so no, so I mean, Bieber is obviously a good friend of mine in Savali, and we all just have a good group that work together. There's other guys too, but it's a cool group, really.
That's awesome.
So Zach, the Indians name is going to be going away. Do you have any ideas for what a new name could be for the Cleveland baseball team? Have you thought about that at all?
You gave me if I had to list some ideas, I could come up with some crazy ideas. But what I think would be the name, it's hard to say because they might just do.
How about ideas? How about ideas for a name? If you were to rename the team,
Weirdest idea you got?
Come on.
Oh man. Nah, I mean something that would be relevant, but still cool, but not you can't have a TikTok made about your team name. It's got to be something that's bold and got respect on it. You can't a dragonfly. Those are cool, but those aren't they're not big, bro. If you saw a dragonfly, they're not it's got to. I don't know.
Spiders are out for you.
Yeah, that wouldn't be my go-to. I mean, I would.
We're with you here.
Spiders is just it's like when you flip the generic button on Madden for your team that you came up with, and it gives you. You know what I'm saying? You already see the logo. They're black and yellow.
Clip art.
Maybe, yeah. No, I mean, I love orcas, man. We should be the orcas and just have something that's powerful.
There we go. Bring SeaWorld back as a sponsor. Go Orca.
No. We'll turn SeaWorld into something that helps these orcas too. We'll flip the whole idea. And we'll make it good.
The Cleveland Orcas.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I assume, are we changing our color scheme at that point, Zach?
I mean, it could be maybe more blue, and the dark blue would be cool, but some red could get thrown in there somehow too, for sure. I don't know how that would work, but
They're killer
I don't
orcas.
know.
Killer Orcas. They're the Cleveland Killer Orcas.
Yeah.
It seems like he was going for more of a Zen orca type.
Yeah,
of
we're gonna win the
vibe.
World Series, and then we're gonna go release all the orcas from.
That would be that'd be a heavy word for logo teams to draw up on T-shirts. They have to write the word killer before they wrote whale, and they have to asking a lot. Orcas would probably be cooler.
I hear
I love that. That's got to be the most inspired name that I've heard out of
Yeah.
anybody. You hear from the national media Blue Sox and things like that. It's come on, can we get
Blue
more original
Sox.
than that?
What are some of the other ones? So we had Cleveland
What's
Naps. That used to be the name. Cleveland Naps.
What's
Guardians.
old, something when you think of old school baseball, and you got the socks and the baggy shorts that kind of cut off at the knee, and it's that represents that era. You know what I mean? Something.
Yeah.
Could you do Blue Sox then? Could you see us being the Blue Sox?
That would be kind of smooth. For some reason,
Okay.
Sox would be cool. But I don't know. What if it's the something with that kind of vibe, though? Loose dirt, soft bases. Something in that school.
What about the Cleveland Municipals? There was the old stadium in Cleveland, the Munis, the Muni lots where all the Browns fans go and drink.
That would be relevant, I guess.
It's no orca.
It's no orca.
Throwing you a bone on that one.
It's no orca. Nah. Man.
Yeah, you could do a lot with the orcas. I could hear Hamilton now. The orcas are looking to make a splash at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario.
For real.
I like that. It's
It
got
could work.
possibility. Of course,
It could work.
with the T-shirt companies we have in town, my God, they would go nuts with the Cleveland.
Nuts.
Orcas.
There's already an orca shirt being built right now.
There's probably
It's already
probably
happening.
GV art is all over it right now. Hey, and that was that idea there was not the only time you've inspired us, because when you and Clev went out back last year, we won't go into that for the COVID stuff, but one of the things that you guys are doing was you played baseball cards, right?
Yeah.
And that's something we now do. I don't know if you know this. we now do that on every show as we play baseball cards. And we don't know if we're doing it right. Basically, we just open up a couple of packs. It's me versus Dave. And we pick out the best 2 dudes out of those packs. And we line them up and we let the third person decide who's the best, got the best pack. Are we doing it right?
I mean, you could do it that way for sure. That's definitely a way. You can do it however you want. Pitcher with the most wins. If you got lucky, you draw it up, or you can do it that way. Third party voter. You could do that. You could do most seasons. You can do.
Man, you got all kinds.
So
of
Zach,
options
do you play it more like almost like it's a poker game where you've got better cards than others, or is it because I feel like we're doing it completely wrong?
Yeah, I mean, no, rookie cards always trump, but at the same time, it's really just the card and the player, just for you to kind of remember that player and like the dopeness they brought to the game, like it's all about he's better. Then next thing you know, you're trying to say that he's better, and then you guys are fighting over it, and like then you can really pinpoint it to something that they're better at, but then like you explain why it wasn't important for when they played that year with who was ever on the mound, what they had to like, dude, you can get crazy. Like, it's just like cool. There's so much to learn about the game, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
Now, a couple of cards that continue to come up when we've played. We've got a couple of Dan Plesacs here,
dude,
because we always play with the old school cards, and we've had him come up several times. So your name is not only because we play the game, but then also we get those that float in here.
Zach,
most of the game. It's great.
Uncle Dan is literally in like 30% of these cards, like these packs that
wild.
Chris gets. It's wild.
That's solid. Like Brewers, or which ones you pulling? The Cubs?
They're both Brewers.
Yeah,
that's solid.
So you've got one where he's kind of sitting down, kind of 10,000 foot stare there.
Oh yeah, that's a good
that one. And then an action photo, Dan Plesac.
There we go.
Yeah, I've got several more that I've actually stored away somewhere. I don't know where they're at. And I've also got a fresh pack here of 2021 cards. Are you up for playing a little bit with us? Will you indulge us in a game?
Okay.
Throw down a few dudes.
Yeah, you guys are about to show down, and I'm third voter. Is that what we're getting to?
Okay.
Or how about we do? How about we go, Chris?
All
right. All right. Let's do that. All right.
You want to do that?
That's
so
cool.
I went to my normal place to buy cards, and unfortunately they were closed on Mondays randomly. So I had to go to Walmart. So I got a 2021 pack, and this is a 40 pack. So I figure somebody gets the first 20, somebody gets the second 20. How's that sound, Dave?
That sounds great. I will go with the first pack.
You want the first 20?
I want the first.
Here we go. It was unsealed. Now, there we are. Ooh, these are really glossy here. We start off with a Kettle Marte from Arizona.
All right.
Javier Baez from
yeah, there we go.
There's a good one. That's probably a keeper. Gene Segura from the Phillies. Man, these are all different directions. Colton Wong from St. Louis.
All right, keep going.
Danny Santana from Texas. Miguel Angular from the Yankees. Nelson Cruz from the Twins.
There we go. All right.
There's another one. Okay. How many in are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I got 2.
Steven Matz from the Mets. Mark Canha from the Athletics.
Keep going.
Willie Calhoun from the Rangers. Salvador Perez. There's a catcher.
All right.
From Kansas City. Got an action photo. Cody Heaver from the Sox. Alex Gordon from Kansas City.
Okay.
What number are we at?
Did he retire? Alex Gordon? You know?
I actually don't know. Gab, do you know?
What was it?
Alex Gordon, if he retired. I think he retired. I don't know. I think that. Yeah. Alex Gordon. He might have retired.
All right, I'm not picking him.
Wade Davis from Colorado.
All right. Are they getting stuck together? What's going on over there?
Yeah. I'm trying to. Travis Bienard from Atlanta.
Okay.
Boy, there's some tough names in these that I don't
We've
know.
never done a modern pack. They've always been 80s.
I know. They're always the old school guys. And I'm much better at those. You Darvish.
Yeah.
I know that one.
There we go. All right.
And then you've got Eloy Jimenez from the White Sox.
Okay.
Oh, this one right in the middle of the pack. Mike Trout.
Oh, all right. Game over.
I think that's the end of yours.
I mean,
All right, good. I'm looking all right.
I've got Anthony Rendon. I've got Johnny Cueto. I've got Cody Bellinger. JD Martinez. Not bad. Blake Taylor. I've got an instant celebration walk-off. What do you do in those cases? Just throw those cards to the side?
Jokers.
Jokers? Supposed to pick those out of the pack.
Either like a Joker could be like Trump all, or it could be like devastating all, right?
I kind of
Joker's kind of like,
yeah. Josh
no, we'll talk. And you get to steal one.
Tampa Bay Rays. Now, come on. A Tampa Bay Rays like checklist card? That's not good. Sean Doolittle. Dab on him. What's this? A dab on him. What is this? From the Brewers. What the heck? Oh, this is really going off the rails. This is why we need those 80s cards. Those are a lot easier to go through.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Anthony Rizzo.
All right.
Pedro Servino. Max Fried. Edward Olivares. Wow, I cannot believe I have not pulled a single Indian yet. Jose Abreu. Leroy Garcia.
And baseball analyst Dan Plesac.
Oh, Otani. Otani. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. From your Cleveland Indians, Shane Bieber.
Oh,
that's a pretty strong.
Come on, that's not
that's
fair.
strong. Oh yeah. Mike Fallensworth. Yeah. Ian Happ. Joey Votto. There you go. And Jordan Alvarez. So,
All right,
Dave,
so
I assume you're sticking with your Mike Trout.
who had Mike Trout? Dave did.
I had Mike Trout.
Dave did, but I've got Shane Bieber, and he's a teammate, and so that's going to be a tough one to.
I would say
not take.
Shane Bieber over
That's
Trout.
right.
Wait. Shane Bieber trumps Trout?
Well, you just got to look at it as, all right, his best player is Bieber, your best player is Trout.
Right. Who wins that battle?
It's like you line them up. Like, well, you're not picking another outfielder who you thought was better than Trout to like compare. I thought his best player is a pitcher, so I'm lining up Biebs against Trout. I'm taking my chances with Biebs over Trout. So in that case, we got a winner, Biebs. In my case,
Boom. Instant
That
analysis.
was a fun showdown. That was good.
I
What a
love it.
finale.
Look at that.
It's over. That's enough.
Drew's teammate didn't draw Dan Plesac this time though. So, or a Zach Plesac. Neither of the Plesacs. That was good stuff. Thank
That
you for
was.
indulging us in that game. We have been playing every single episode since that episode of last year.
We had never heard of it. We had never heard of playing baseball cards. So thank you for that.
so
That was the detail of the whole story I was
Oh, yeah.
most interested in, was you guys were playing cards. And I was like, how do you play sports cards? How do you play baseball cards? We've got to do that on the show.
Yep.
And so now I've got cards everywhere here because we've opened so many packs.
so,
Zach, anything you want to say to the fans of Cleveland before we let you go?
looking forward to seeing all the fans in Cleveland. It's going to be showtime when we get there. Can't wait. Looking forward to it.
You're the man. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you out there on the ballpark soon.
Sounds good. Thank you guys again for having me.
All right, Zach.
Good
Appreciate
luck,
it.
Zach.
Good luck to you.
See you soon.
Round of applause. Good stuff from Zach Plesac. Gab, you owe me $5.
That was fabulous.
That was.
Absolutely fabulous.
We've never done a modern pack, Chris.
No, we haven't.
No, it was tough.
It was kind of brutal.
It's probably
Some of those
it's funny because
names,
like he
man.
knows all of them. We don't know many of them.
I know that was pretty bad. I'm kind of embarrassed now. Let's go back to the 80s, 90s. That was a lot easier.
Man. That
Like
was
he knows
funny.
every single one of them. That was awesome though. That there was a Bieber in that pack.
Yeah.
I love that Bieber
over
was
Trout.
right towards the end too. Was that?
Right.
What was that, Gab? You broke up for a sec. Oh, you lost your mic. We lost your microphone, but you made it through the interview, so there we go. Yeah, I don't know.
So he was Johnny on the spot with that too. I
With-
thought with the whole
with what?
baseball card,
Oh yeah, he knew.
that baseball card thing, I thought that was kind of like, oh no, we just gotta. He was like, no, here's exactly how you do it. You could play it many different ways.
And we weren't that far off, Chris.
No, but he's got a lot of strategy to this game. And
Yeah.
man, we got to hire him as like an analyst for our games.
Referee. We'll
A referee.
We'll send
That's
him
exactly it.
yeah, we'll send him a ref shirt. He can pop back on.
Usually our games are predicated on whether the intern knows the names of the guys that we pick or not. You know?
Oh, that's so
Basically,
true. So
You
true.
get like a Ken Griffey Jr., you're like, yes, he's going to know exactly who that is.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, how about we talk some Cleveland headlines? Gab, just randomly talk, and then hopefully we can hear you at some point.
We've lost Gab.
Nothing.
You can still see her, though.
Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna try to mute and then unmute. Maybe, hey Gab, maybe it got disconnected. Nothing. All right, I'm going to do a live read. Cleveland headlines. We're going to give away a jersey. And then, Gab, every now and again, we'll cut to you, and you can nod your head yes or shake your head no or thumbs up or virtual high fives. All right, let's move into some Cleveland headlines presented by our friends at TSE Cleveland. Cleveland headlines brought to you by our friends at Total Sports Enterprises Cleveland. Every week, we will be giving away a signed Cleveland sports memorabilia item courtesy of TSE Cleveland. Check them out. Follow them on Twitter and the Big Play Reflog Show for your chance to win every week. Signed jerseys, helmets, or personal items that you want to send in. They have it all. TSE Cleveland. Stay tuned for next week's giveaway. Look for that show tweet. We usually send it out, like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And get in there and try to win. This week, we are giving away a Joel Bitonio signed jersey. And are you guys
That's
ready?
a solid item. That's a very solid item.
So
That's
we've done a
awesome.
Wyatt Teller. We've
Yeah.
on the other side, or what did we do? We did Wyatt, we did Jed, and now we're doing Bitonio.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
right there.
All right, drum roll. All right, this week's contest, Joel Bitonio autographed jersey. The winner is, one more drum roll, Jason Smith at jsmith491978. Sounds like a bot. Hopefully that's a real person. Jason
It's a real person.
Smith.
I just checked it, Dave.
Okay, excellent. Congratulations.
Interesting.
That'll be a great one for the man cave or the garage or wherever you want to put it. Our last winner just framed his. That was pretty cool.
I saw that.
Yeah, very,
Pretty cool
very
in his
awesome.
man cave.
Yeah, made that man cave to the next level. So congratulations, Jason Smith. Shoot us a DM and we will get that out to you. All right, let's talk some more baseball because Indian season starts Thursday. Shane Bieber taking the mound, taking Matthew Boyd and the Tigers. It's been
He already took down Mike Trout tonight.
right. I don't know if I agree with that.
He's on a roll,
I think
baby.
I think I do. It's been a crazy offseason year, to say the least, for the Indians. Do you think the Tribe gets off to a good start here, Chris?
I don't know. Tito's kind of a mixed bag when it comes to this. Usually we start off slow.
Right.
And we're catching up the rest of the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. With less talent on this team, you would expect us to start off slow again. You know, one of the things we keep bringing up, though, with this team is guy like Lindor, who we lost. You know, you look at him and you say, well, last year he did not have a very good year, and the Indians are still right there. So maybe it's these young guys on the squad that are going to be able to rally together and hopefully they can start off the season by coming out there kind of hungry and ready to get after it. You know, we just had Zach Plesac on. He sounds pretty darn hungry. You got Bieber out there. He's going to want to follow up his performance from last year. So I think this team is going to be very predicated upon what the starting pitching does. I think they're going to really set the tenor for this young squad. And so if you have guys like that at the top of your rotation who are able to, you know, set some guys down and set themselves up for maybe an offense that only scores a few runs, then we're going to be okay. And I could see that. I could see that out of this pitching staff, you know, and that's where my optimism lies, because I don't think we're going to hit the ball very much, Dave. I really don't. And hopefully the guy we just had on, that pitching staff is going to be able to really carry a lot of water this season.
Gab, agree or disagree?
Agree. Can you hear me?
You're back!
And she's back.
Stop it.
There you go.
Oh gosh, I'm so smart. I unplugged my mic and then plugged it back in.
The classic IT guy move. Well, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Did you reboot your mic?
Yes. I'm excited for this group. I mean, Dave, you and I talked about it a little bit before the show. We're kind of optimistic about this, and I don't know where it's coming from because I know we've lost some people, but I'm excited with some of these new, younger guys that we have, and based on the Indians' track record of what we're able to do with our starting rotation and develop people, I mean, like, my money's right there. I think we'll have that piece of the puzzle, and then hopefully we just start a fire somewhere. Like Chris, you said, we might have a slow start. That's not atypical for us, but as long as we get scooting somewhere, I could see us doing well.
I mean, we talked about it. Lindor obviously was the biggest blow this offseason, Carrasco too, but like last year, Lindor didn't look all that great. What'd he bat, like 260 something?
He really wasn't a huge
he wasn't
contributor
to the offense. Yeah.
And people forget too that so much of baseball, well, any sport really, but that it's cliche, but that camaraderie aspect and that chemistry means a lot. So to have one of your biggest, you know, stars seem a little checked out at times or just, you know, not performing to his potential, you don't think it like matters, but it does. It has an impact on the rest of the team too.
Yeah, it's got to affect their psyche, I would imagine, especially a leader like that. And for him, I think the fans not being in the stands affected his psyche.
That could be.
So, I mean, the case could be made that not having the fans there hurt the Indians more than some other teams, if you're following that logic. You know, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what he does getting out to New York. Obviously, that's going to be a different level for him. And I think he's going to go one of two ways, and there's not going to be much in between. But as far as the Indians go, hopefully, like I said, this is going to be a young team built around a pitching staff. And you get the fans in there. You get, you know, guys like Zach Plesac who are young and hungry, pitching well. They could really set a nice tone for us.
Yeah, I think Jimenez could be Lindor last year or better. So there's some optimism for you there, Chris.
There you go. Lindor at his worst is what we can replace him with. I mean, we were pretty good.
We were pretty good last year.
Yeah. No.
Who knows? But we talked about this with Zach a little bit. But 33 degrees for the opener, not here in Cleveland, but in Detroit. Gab, what's the worst opener in Cleveland that you've worked? Because we've had some horrible ones.
You know what was a bad one?
What?
Like 2 years ago when we said we were going to have the game and then we didn't have the game.
I remember that.
We like waited for it to snow even though we knew it was going to snow kind of.
Oh, I'm really still mad about that. I'm still mad about that.
We're losing their minds.
Oh, I bet.
I was one of those people, Gab. I drove up there with my kids, took them out of school, was all excited, opening day. And it really got sad because it wasn't just me being angry. It was they opened the damn gates.
I know.
If you recall, they opened the gates. They physically had them open. They had music blaring. It's like, yes, here we go. And then they closed them. And my daughter looks back up to me and says, "What's going on, Dad?" I said, "I don't think we're playing today." And she started to cry. And that was it. Oh, man. I told
you it was bad. I remember too.
Oh, I went after the Indians on Twitter a little bit after that one. I took it to them, and I ended up getting 4 tickets or something later on in the season. I think I only went to one of the 2 games or something, but yeah, that was rough. That was rough because, like you said, everybody knew it was going to be bad enough that you wouldn't be able to play, but they still let it go. So we still drove up there, still got out there. Everybody, even as you're standing in line, you're like, how are they going to play this game? Who cares? We're here. It's an experience. They open the gates and then close them.
Yeah. So were you able to buy food when you were there?
No, we never got inside.
Oh, okay. But when they opened the gates, people could come in, right? And
no, they closed them quick enough that they didn't let anybody in that entrance that I was.
Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of in the center field there. Let's see, is it the Jim Thome statue that's out front there?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I do remember it being like an ultimate tease. Like because we waited too long, because people, dang, like you and your poor daughter.
You made Gab feel so bad, Chris. Come on.
Yeah, it was Gab's fault. I know that you're the one behind this.
She called it.
It makes my job harder. I
bet.
I can imagine.
People don't realize though, but off the clock, when I'm just out and about, people will share these types of things, and I am the go-to person to make it all better. So if your daughter wants to come up, I'll give her foam fingers, a hot dog, whatever she wants.
Is that what you do for people that complain about the lineups too? Like, here's a foam finger. I can't fix shortstop, but here's a foam finger.
How about a hug?
Right. Virtual hug.
You sound like an angry elf. Yeah, there are people that you know on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, we got baseball starting, and it's kind of weird this year because we're going with a 4-man rotation for the starting pitching rotation here. We'll have Bieber, Plesac, Savali, and Logan Allen, who got the call from John Cena to be the fourth starter here.
True.
So Cal Quantrill, Tristan McKenzie, the Slim Reaper, they are going to be in the bullpen to start this off. Once we get a 5th starter, one of those guys will be it. So they have, I think it's 3 days off in the first week and a half. So that's why they're going to the 4-man rotation here. Gab, do you think pitching is still going to be our strength here, or are you under the mindset the bats are kind of going to heat up a little bit more than Chris thinks?
Oh no, I definitely think we're going to be leaning on that pitching staff more than ever because some of a lot of them are returning, and then we'll see what the other couple can do. But yeah, I think they're going to be our backbone, and then hopefully just inspire the bats, for them to step up to the plate, literally.
Do you think the 4-man rotation is really just a troll job? Do you think they're going after Trevor Bauer? Because that's what Trevor Bauer was lobbying for years, was to go to a 4-man
I forgot
rotation
about that.
all the time.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. That was like his dream. And now he's gone from the Indians. He's out in L.A., and we're going to a 4-man rotation now. He would be loving it right now.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's true. I forgot he was an advocate.
Yeah.
Big time. Oh, and he's got all the math done if you want to see his work.
Oh, yeah.
He showed his work.
He showed his work. All right, so a couple other interesting moves for this squad. Chris, I'm glad you're sitting down. Bradley Zimmer, haven't quite figured that out. Riddled with injuries. Hopefully he's going to make a comeback this year. Bobby Bradley. I hope so,
Bradley
man.
Zimmer experiment.
I hope so.
I hope so, but
he could be a really good outfielder for us.
It's always
so could Grady
crazy.
Sizemore, but
it's always crazy to see super athletic individuals throughout their time and then just have like an injury completely ruin any of their chances. It's really wild to think of how much you pour into your time in baseball and grinding through the minors, and then frickin' your body just like
doesn't cooperate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that sucks.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see him at some point this year. But a guy who wasn't hurt, who actually looked pretty good in spring ball, the Assassin, didn't make the roster, Chris. Thoughts?
You had to bring that up, right?
Thoughts?
You got Jake Bowers out of options. We know that whole story.
Right.
Right? It just hurts. It hurts. Bobby Bradley is playing so well, man. The assassin, he was down 35 pounds. He's ready to go. And now he's back in Clipperland again. You got to give the guy a shot at some point. He was killing the ball at AAA. I know last year when he came up, he didn't do so hot. But, man, he's back there again, killing it in spring training. And then you go to Jake Bowers that's not hitting anything at all. And that's tough. That's real tough.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, you know what? If he comes on this show, I think then he'll get bumped up to starting roster. So we'll see.
Pretty much should. I mean, we've been pushing that assassin nickname pretty hard, right?
For quite some time. Quite
some time. That's right.
Record predictions
Ugh.
for the first series. What do we got? 3 games? 2 games? I didn't even look.
3 games?
Hold on, let me look. How many games are we in Detroit? Let's see.
Detroit wasn't.
So we
that good.
are. No. We are. All right, so we've got April 1st, Thursday. Oh, yeah, because then we're taking time off. So Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Tigers. Record prediction against the Tigers, Chris.
So it's a 3-game series?
3 games. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
We're going to take all 3, Dave. Why not?
Woo!
Go high or go home.
Gab, are you on it?
Zach
3-0?
I was going to do that, but
You didn't expect Chris to do that.
I know, because Chris was like, well, we'll have a slow start. They're going to take
3-0.
It'll be a nice sweep to start.
Wild card.
Yeah. I think we could. I think we'll take 2 or 3 out of there.
I was thinking 2 or 3, but I don't want to change my usual optimist ways.
Well, slow start. 2 or 3 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Chris, 3-0. Nice. All right. Let's do best worst tweets of the week and get out of here. What do you say?
Let's do it, Dave.
I was like, oh, wait, we have to do baseball cards. Oh, wait, we already did with our guest who came up with it for us. All right, best and worst tweets of the week. Let's kick it off.
Let's rage.
Now, 1, 2, 3, go. All right, I'm sure you guys have probably seen this one on Twitter. Ryan Switzer, Browns wide receiver, his son's been in and out of multiple hospitals throughout, God, I want to say like the last week or 2, if not more. And Chris, I mean, you're a dad. You're like me. You know, if you have a son or daughter who is hurting in any way, you'd trade places with them in a second. And
absolutely,
the emotional toll that this guy's had to go through it's incredible. So today he tweets out, "Our sweet baby boy is stable and out of surgery. This nightmare is over with. These wonderful people in Boston fixed our son. He's going to make a full recovery. Praise God." Incredible. When I saw that, I was like, oh, thank God. Like that was heartbreaking to watch on Twitter, and just Ryan and his whole family. Like, that was the best news of the month, if not the year. So,
yeah,
best tweet. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for keeping everyone updated.
Right,
yeah, big time. So, yeah, good stuff, Ryan. We're very, very happy for you. We were praying for you. Chris, worst tweet of the week.
Yeah, this one's going to go to Fox Sports NFL. They put out one of these, shit posts, as they call them, best throwback logo. Sorry to my brother and his young son, Lucas, who may be listening in the car.
You told me I couldn't swear.
Yeah, well, I had to on this because this is definitely an S post. But they put out best throwback logo and had all of these Google images essentially that they ripped off the internet for the throwback logos, because they picked a Brownie the Elf that looks like he's smoking a Black and Mild. And and the smoke is formed in a C. It's actually pretty cool the way the logo has been changed, but that's not a Brownie the Elf that has ever been featured, and certainly not a throwback to any Brownie the Elf that's ever been. But it is fantastic if you can see it. The Black and Mild Brownie Elf with the C. It's the worst tweet of the week, but I'll tell you what, that logo itself, that's going to have to go on a shirt. So Cleveland t-shirt companies, go get to work on that one, because I would definitely wear that.
It's funny. It's if you Google Brownie the Elf, it's not the first. You have to go down. It's on page 1, but you have to go down pretty far to the bottom right to find that one.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's the only transparent one, so that's why they grabbed it.
That's awesome. And that's just laziness. That's just pure laziness. It's fantastic.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Speaking of laziness, I couldn't come up with this name earlier when we were
What?
talking about Bobby Bradley.
Yeah.
So
Oops.
just to bring the conversation back to my man, Bobby Bradley. But the Jake Bowers running out of options thing.
Yeah.
I think that there's a part of the Indians organization. I don't know if we've got enough organizational, memory to remember the last guy that we let go who ran out of options, who we thought, okay, maybe we've got something left here. And I think that's where we're at with Jake Bowers. Do you remember? And this one really stings.
When how long ago was this?
Oh, this was 15, 20 years ago now. Maybe not quite that long. But this was a guy who we thought was going to be something. And then all of a sudden, we get rid of him after we've given him every shot in the world. And he goes on to be really good for a team that's not too far away, just down the road past Columbus, down in Cincinnati.
Yes, I know it. Gab, we're going to get it. Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips.
Yes.
Because we did not want to get rid of Brandon Phillips.
Super talented knucklehead.
Super talented. Couldn't put it together. Remember, that was a team like him. Milton Bradley was on that team. These are guys like kind of head cases. They were all head cases. And we were trying to figure out whether the juice was worth the squeeze on them. And for Brandon Phillips, we just ran out of options. And so he ended up in Cincinnati and made a nice little career for himself down there. And I think Jake Bowers is right now where everybody's thinking, man, we don't want to have a Brandon Phillips with this. So unfortunately, my man Bobby Bradley is getting hurt by that kind of thinking. I want to bring up Bobby so badly, but don't want to be Brandon Phillips in Cleveland again.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. All right, this was the final show before opening day. Gab, you're going to be down there. You want to take us out here? You can say whatever you want. No, there's no read. Just
guys,
thanks for tuning in.
Oh, okay.
I put you on the spot.
For listening, and I
It's
will.
like, where's the live read? What sponsor am I working on now?
You threw me a curveball, pun intended.
Hello.
You could throw some kudos at the Cleveland Indians.
Hey, Cleveland Indians, thanks for employing me again. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to be back doing what I love and pumping up the crowds. Our minimal crowd, but we're gonna rage. We're gonna have some fun.
Heck yeah.
In the Gabmobile. Going around the field, just waving to the people. Just waving to the people.
I expect you to send them an email.
Waving to her subjects.
I'm going to go Google that bubble for you.
Thank you.
We're going to have to get it out there.
Oh,
We'll
wait,
have to
Chris, you wanted
we'll
to do, before we go, sorry. Sorry to put you on the spot there, Gab. You wanted to do...
You were going to do the birthday thing? We're going to do that off air. I wasn't going to
we're going to do it off air. Okay.
Show.
I got you.
Yeah. That's goofiness. We'll just put off the air. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next Monday. Hopefully you guys are going to go down and see Gab at the stadium. Those 10,000 lucky people who get to go. Huge shout out Zach Plesac. Huge shout out Shacknews. And we will see you guys next Monday.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
Yeah.
What is wrong?
I don't know. I ain't no goddamn doctor.
Cut back by Chubb. He's to the 10.